Get involved, Tiger. Oh, you need to learn get involved. Get involved is our quote. Like it's what we say to the people. Get involved is like, you'll hear everyone say it to us. That's good.
Getting Involved is a portrait of a 33-year-old punk rock musician, James Silvas, pursuing a full-time career in music. For him, Get Involved is more than a catchphrase, it's a philosophy of life. To authentically capture his story, it is important to look at documentaries that represent punk rock in its most genuine form. As a key reference, I focus on Green Day's 2013 documentary, Cuatro. Cuatro documents Green Day's process of creating the album trilogy Uno, Dos, and Tres. Directed by Tim Wheeler, it is narrated by only band members Billy Joe Armstrong, Mike Dirnt, and Trey Cole, rather than an external voice.
Because the last two records were made pretty much in studio atmosphere only.
Through conversations, interviews, and candid moments, complemented by found footage, handheld charts, and musical edits, the film conveys intimacy and the raw nature of punk rock. As Off the High defines, the documentary film tells a story about real life, with claims to truthfulness. In Cuatro, the band narrates the story, guiding viewers through the process instead of relying on an external authority. Removing the external narrator enhances authenticity and intimacy. As Bill Nichols explains, that documentary strives for accuracy and truthfulness, but simultaneously fabricates a form that shapes reality. Cuatro's candid humor, handheld recordings, and interplay of interviews with musical edits convey the character and musicality of punk rock. Stella Bruzzese also argues that documentaries is always a negotiation between reality and performance. So in Cuatro, the band's self-representation becomes part of the film's authenticity.
I think if everybody in Green Day was a beverage, Mike would be moonshine. Billy Joe would be the kind of champagne that only dudes that own their own jets can get. I'd be like a Big Mouth 40 ounce. And Jason would be the mint julep. Nah, Jason would be a Sazerac.
Editing in Cuatro shapes the narrative, juxtaposing raw studio discussion with polished, studio-ready soundtracks. This highlights the tension between chaotic energy and professionalism, allowing viewers to witness the full creative journey from unpolished ideas to radio-ready tracks. Fast cuts, black and white shots, and high-quality sounds in live performance rewards fans while maintaining focus on the album's creation. In Getting Involved, I plan to apply this structure by contrasting James' informal jamming sessions with polished live performances, showcasing his growth and the balance between chaos and professionalism. Michael Renoff suggests one of the documentary's core function is conveying emotions, so editing James' journey this way communicates both the intensity and vulnerability of his creative process.
That could be a cool thing, though.
It really could, man. You know, if we put Trey behind it, you just go nuts. I'm not above going for an easy A.
Sound design in Cuatro reinforced authenticity and intimacy. Raw sound like studio chatter or guitar tuning are foregrounded, giving the audience the impression of actually being in the room. This is typical of observational documentaries such as 1967 Pennebaker's Don't Look Back on Bob Dylan.
I'm so lonesome, I do cry. Welcome home.
However, unlike Pennebaker's film, Cuatro subtly integrates music into dialogue or background playbacks, creating a sense of unity between viewers and artists. The blending of music and dialogue makes audience feel more involved in the creative process, while also showing how powerful the music is at the same time. In Bruce's terms, this approach frames the documentary as an event rather than a neutral record, actively constructing the emotional experience of being inside the band's world.
Across the strings, every flick of the wrist on the drums and bass, it's just really pure.
So, through storytelling, editing, and sound design, Cuatro demonstrates how a documentary can be both raw and constructed. By giving the band narrative control using raw footage and layering candid sounds with music, the film captures Green Day's punk rock personality and provides an authentic self-portrait. For Getting Involved, I aim to capture intimacy and rawness by giving James the ability to narrate his own story, along with handheld camera works, contrast between music and dialogue, and ambient sounds. The key takeaway from Cuatro is his ability to turn process into performance, which I aim to replicate to ensure Getting Involved feels authentic, participatory, and true to the punk rock nature.
Get involved. We're the Skyline Warriors, we dominate the city, we're representing Sydney, and we're pushing our message to the world. We love you all, get involved, rock it.
Wanna be a troublemaker. Wanna be a troublemaker. Wanna be a troublemaker.